Yeah, we have basically frozen the bike path plan at this point, where it's coming back to us for review. And a number of us, and I think I can speak for Bev tonight, a number of us are very concerned about the placement of these bike paths. You just named a concern that's a big concern to us as well. And I know my opinion of it is, you know, bike paths can work in certain places of the city, and I certainly don't think they work in other places. So we need to review the whole plan, and we need to figure out where they work best and where they don't. And I for one do not see, and I know other cities do it, and there'll be arguments amongst us as colleagues about other cities doing these things. Well, we're Edmonton, we're not those other cities. But I for one do not believe we should be putting cyclists in harm's way of traffic, and especially in front of schools where those zones are congested enough already. I think you're playing with disaster to run a bike path like that, like the one that you're talking about. I know it well. So we really need to look at how we're doing that and be a lot smarter.
And I think the other thing, and I think you mentioned it, is that the community gave input and you really didn't want it, but it went ahead. And it really speaks to us really needing to address that we are hearing accurately and listening to our community. So thank you for that.
Well, and it's back to the education part of it too as well. I know there are a lot of people that had bike lanes coming to their communities or coming to their commute to work, and they're going, I don't know how this works. Yeah. You know, all of a sudden this thing shows up and it's here and we're, okay, now what? And it could have gone, one of the reasons why the outcry started is because the rollout of them, it was rough, you know, in terms of trying to learn around them. Had the education process been a little bit smoother in the engagement leading up to it, people maybe wouldn't have been so surprised. Maybe some of the issues would have been at least slightly mitigated. Well,
and you know, again, there's a comment about communications between departments. I mean, our transportation guys weren't even aware of some of these bike paths, so they weren't even clearing them off. So I mean, you know, there's a lot of disconnects there that we need to take a second look at.
I think Andrew Gross owes me money. Actually, I think he had 25 minutes for the bike lanes to come up, and it took 47. So if Andrew's watching out there, you owe me lunch.